Grandma's boy.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you. We're bringing you fantasy news today. We got the Tuesday crew in the building. You already know Bogard is an everyday host on this show, repping the GMM Network.
Give me money.
And he's got a dope-ass throwback shirt on, repping the Goondocks today. Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
There we go. I better see you setting some booty traps around there real soon.
Hey, you guys!
And making a special guest appearance on Fantasy News today, my homie JC Money Design. What up, bro?
What up, dude? What's up, Bogard?
Hey, what's happening with you, money?
Same old shit.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of news. It's a Tuesday, so I mean, it's probably the slower news day of the week, but it's going to be one of our most fun shows. It's the most interactive. We get some questions in at the end, so make sure you guys are chiming in all the way. And shout out everyone who's up in here. Second Take Extra in the building. What up, bro? Hey, I know you're TD's homie, so it's funny when you get to give him some shit. It always makes me laugh when you give him shit about the Cowboys. And, of course, you threw it out there. And how about them Cowboys?
You know what? I want to say something. The Cowboys are going to do Cowboys things, man. They're going to just set them up for disappointment.
I know a lot of people hate on Stephen A. Smith, but one point that he has always made is that the Cowboys will let you down when it means the most. During the season and everything, they'll keep your hopes high, and everything. But when it's time to really, really, really win, I mean, we all know the story. We all know the story. Antonio up in the building. What up, bro?
What up?
And don't worry, I'm going to get your other comment here soon. That's what we're talking about first. And my man Steven in the building. Shout out to the YouTube members who are showing some love. Appreciate you guys. Triple X Lex in the building. My man Corey in the building. What up, bro? Say what up, squad.
What up? Man, shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
All the homies in here.
Oh, yeah. We got the whole squad up in here. And Triple X Lex had Fire Shirt Bogard and JC with the dope hat today. There you go.
Can match the shirt and the tattoo, baby. Let's go.
There you go.
And don't leave me out. I got my Tupac Poetic Justice shirt that I'm rocking. We're keeping it all the way throwback today.
He said,
yeah.
What did she say? She said,
you wanna smell my punani?
Yeah, there it is. I remember being a wee tyke, right? And in the movie theaters, with like my sister's like 9 years older than me. And it's just funny because I always knew I could command an audience, you know what I mean? Because so I go to my sister and hell loud, I'm like, what's punani? I'm probably like 6 or 7. I don't know, I'm maybe like 8. I'm maybe like 8 years old, but like everybody started busting up. You know what I mean?
So
it's an honest question. You know what I mean? I knew it was interesting. I was like,
what up, Lee? Big Kong repping Gary, Indiana. What up, bro?
Yeah. Isn't that where what's his name? 42, 37. 22, what's his name? Mike Epps. There you go. Isn't that where I think that's where he's from. He's from Gary.
I believe so.
An
old school. I mean, you can take it back to Michael Jackson, from way back in the day in Gary, Indiana. Oh yeah. There we go. Big Kong said it right there too. Michael Jackson too, right on it. There we go.
Thriller himself.
Yeah. So
the
shout
real
out.
Mike. The real Mike before he started fucking with his nose. You know what I mean?
When he still had the big bell pepper nose, like Chappelle likes to say. We love him, though. We love him.
Yeah,
all right.
What's wrong with that nose? That nose is beautiful.
Yeah.
He wanted to look like Peter Pan. He was like, make me look like this. Real talk. You look at it, do a side-by-side comparison.
We'll talk about Michael for a second, then we'll get on to the hot topic of the day. But it's crazy how Michael Jackson doesn't. I mean, there's no social media. Literally, the most popular person in the world, and like literally social media was like the newspapers to him. Like literally, the tabloids were talking about him like it was social media. Like it was ridiculous,
mm-hmm. Bruh, he was so known. Like till this day, you could go to like Africa, right? In the bushes, bro, and find somebody and be like, show them, do you know who this man is? They'll be like, Michael Jackson. Like, they don't know. You know who else is like that, arguably, right now?
Michael Jordan.
Okay, outside of Michael Jordan, there's another one.
Who?
Snoop, bro.
Yeah.
Snoop is one of the most recognizable motherfuckers in the whole world.
Snoop Lion.
Snoop Lion.
Hell yeah.
He wanted to do a reggae album, bro. Don't hey, let the man do his thing. Hey, you know Eddie Murphy has a reggae album and it's supposedly fire. It's like not a joke. Like he's like it was a serious like attempt to like make music, and he wanted to do a reggae album. He went to Jamaica and just was like, fuck that, I'm cutting an album. Recorded in Jamaica and everything.
We're gonna have to go check this out. That's for sure.
I never went down the rabbit hole. I know this because Snoop said it in an interview. He's like, he always brings it up. Actually, remember the GMM podcast?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He would always say to people, he brought it up several times to different guests because then it trips people out. Like, what? Put that on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. So Michael Jackson, I remember this interview with Kanye where he was talking to Michael Jackson, and MJ was like, man, you got a good singing voice, and talking about one of his hooks or something. And Kanye said, that just blew me up in the head. I had to come out with a whole singing album after that.
Hell yeah. The 808s and Heartbreaks was the shit. You know what was funny is like, I wasn't really the biggest Kanye fan, but that album actually, I was like, oh, okay. Because, it was just like, hey, I just want to make music using auto-tune and throw 808s on everything. And, we're from the West Coast. Everything slap. So it was just like, oh, okay. Kanye was making some slaps on there, too. But then, you come to find out Kid Cudi was like Kid Cudi's whole shit. And he just kind of started. And then you find out that's kind of what Kanye does over the years. Like Travis Scott, like kind of did the whole life of, was it The Life of Pablo? No. Metro Boomin did most of that one. See, but this is the thing that Kanye does. He kind of just houses these, up and coming producers, and then puts his name, puts a little touches on it, and be like, I made this beat now.
We're gonna have to have a music show in the off season where we literally just talk about music because we know everyone loves it. We know that you got the isms as far as like a lot of behind the scenes stuff that most
I worked in the industry.
Hell yeah!
I worked in the industry for 3 years. I worked in the industry as media. It was called Worldwide West Side, WWS Mag. So Worldwide was hyphenated, and I don't know if it still exists online, but it was an online magazine, and we used to compete with Ozone, and they actually went, and blew the fuck up. You know what I mean? But yeah, we had a little time, some of my greatest memories, bro.
Yeah. And what up, Austin? So what up, homies? How we feeling? We're doing good. We're getting ready to spark up. Just crossed 420 on the East Coast, so you guys already know what time it is. 420 crew. And Austin said Travis Scott concert was ran by the Illuminati. Changed my mind. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole. But
I swear to God, my girls when I told me about this earlier. And I said, oh, that's some Illuminati shit. I was like, that's a blood sacrifice if I've ever heard one. You know
and we're definitely going to talk about that sometime. Maybe we'll do that on another show because, that kind of shit always intrigues me. That is for sure. And shout out to Steven. What up, bro? We'll get the YouTube member questions in here first before we get to the news real quick. And he said, should I trade Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Chase Claypool? I'm just holding on that.
Nah. Clyde's going to come back like any minute. And Claypool, I think you're trading down.
We're talking about Claypool. He's one of the topics that we're talking about. We don't have much info, but a little bit. And my man, Devin, what up, bro? So what's up, guys? Let's get this dono train going. Yeah, glad you're live again. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah, Devin. Thanks for chiming in, bro.
Shout out to Devin, man.
What up, Devin?
And Patrick, 7-2. Let's get those championships, bro. We're all doing good.
Let's go.
and we're getting to our first piece of news, and we're about to smoke it up right now. Well, Bogart's already got it lit up. I'm getting my herb iron lit up right now. And
I do want to say, for everyone that's out there, 7-2, 8-1, 6-3, 5-4, just anything above 500, don't rest easy. You know what I mean? Just stay on it. You know, I mean, we're entering the home stretch. Don't lose focus. You know what I mean? Don't get comfortable.
I've lost championships where I was the number 1 seed because I wanted to stick with the guys who got me to the show. It is a every week grind. Just remember that. It does not matter who did anything a couple weeks ago. It's all about what is happening right now, this week. So let's go ahead and get it. We're getting to the first topic of the news. Well, actually, for the first topic, shout out to my man Lee getting in the super chat there. I'm gonna get you and Devin marked down for the extra entry. Then we're gonna get to the first piece. We got, should I trade Keenan Allen, Montgomery, and Noah Fant for DK, Carter, Mitchell, Edmonds? I have Mark Andrews.
Keenan Allen, Montgomery, and Noah Fant.
Hold.
I don't even want Fant.
I'm going to say hold. Well, he has Fant right now. So I'm going to say hold on this. Not trying to trade away Montgomery right now. Not trying to trade Keenan Allen away. Keenan Allen's had one of his best games on the year. So I ain't trying to move him right now.
He was my buy him for the low. He was my get him for the low last week. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you got to get in where you fit in and wiggle it right in the nick of time. Because now no one was going to come off of Keenan. After putting up 10 receptions for a hundo. You know what I mean? 101 or whatever it was. I'm telling you too. Monty, man, shit. We love Monty's schedule the rest of the way. You know
the same shit could happen that happened last year. Don't trade Monty away, especially now that he's back. Don't do it now.
And
did it weeks ago.
And listen, I don't like taking victory laps. You know what I mean? A lot at least.
Well, at least if it's on injury. If it's any other kind of victory lap, we're taking 2.
Yeah. And for example, one thing, on FTN yesterday or FNT, I was like, listen, when Monty's back, it's all him. You know what I mean? Herbert with 4 touches. If you feel me? So I'm just saying, this is a team that likes one running back. So, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of any of these guys. I don't care when Williams comes back, none of that. Matter of fact, I'm trying to buy Montgomery right now on the bye week. Buy him on the bye week. That Montgomery owner's been used to not having him for several weeks already. You know what I mean? So maybe what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Go do that. Go do that. That should be a move we should be making, not trading them away. Triple X Lex, I just added the Eddie Murphy music to my library so I can listen later. That shit's on Apple Music. All right, I'm about to go download it too.
I gotta check this out because I must have told like 80 people in my lifetime about this and never even checked it out myself.
All right, well, it's what we're doing. It is what we are doing. We're gonna make sure we do that.
Yeah, and look out for the Eddie Murphy Jamaican album, the reggae album review show we got coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Triple X Lex said a music show would be fire. We're booking it. Might not be an every week show, but I know that's some fun topics.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into the first topic today. Thanks for everyone chiming in, keeping it real interactive to start the show. We're starting off with OBJ. And who was right? Your boy here was right, because I said he was going to clear waivers. Nobody wants to pay that $8 million or $7 million or whatever it is. They're businessmen out here, and everyone is on the side of like, he's going to go where he wants to go. And if you're not the team that he wants to go to, you're pretty much fucked. He already said. You already know what it is if you're a bum team clearing me off waivers. Now, before I let you chime in, Bogard, and I'm going to hit this bull. So he cleared waivers, and he's come out and said, Packers are his number 1 priority. I don't know if the Packers are going to do it, but that was one of the teams we were talking about yesterday.
I'm pretty sure they got money because they don't really spend like that.
League minimum. That's what we're talking about for OBJ is a league minimum.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? He'll probably go there for what's the league minimum? Like $2-3 million for a receiver for 1 year? Someone of his caliber. He'll probably even play for cheaper. You know what I mean? He just want to go there. You know what's funny is he literally stopped anyone from claiming him by saying, yo, you claim me, I'm not going to fuck with you. You know what I mean? And then what's his first order of business? Green Bay is on my mind. Green Bay is the first stop. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I don't think OBJ. I think OBJ thinks there's this crazy tour he's about to go on, but this bidding war for him. I don't think anybody really wants him like that.
Nope.
Like
if 31 teams just passed on him at $8 million or $7 million, whatever it is.
And here's another thing too. Like someone's gonna pick him. Obviously, he's gonna go somewhere. He probably goes to Green Bay. And I think this is awesome. I don't think like I'm jumping out the window to start him. You know what I mean? Because he's going to a similar situation, system-wise and everything. He's going to a Matt LaFleur system, which ironically is very similar to Stefanski's system over there in Cleveland. Because Stefanski, he's a product of Gary Kubiak, and who's a product of Mike Shanahan. So, you know what I mean? And then you look at Matt LaFleur, he comes from that Kyle Shanahan tree. So he might even be able to go in there and know terminologies, everything. He'll get on the field immediately. Me, I'm not starting in fantasy though. And I'll trade him away the moment the moment the news happens. I'm okay with getting what I can get out of OBJ because you didn't get anything out of him all year. And you might make the foolish decision of starting him over other motherfuckers now just because he ends up on Green Bay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say you didn't get anything out of him. I think you got negative out of him because having him on your roster,
he owes you.
He really does. Like, you better try to get what you can get at this point because, yeah, he's been a burden to your roster, and he's probably a top 10 draft pick on your team somewhere in there. All right, and Austin said, "I'm telling you, Brady's sitting here licking his chops right now. They both have a man crush on each other."
Yeah, I don't know.
He's probably like, man, the first thing he's gonna do is Brady's gonna be like, man, how you get your eyebrows like that, man?
Man, you know what you made me just think of right now? You made me think of Full House when everyone's asking Uncle Jesse, how you get your hair like that? And he's like, oh, I got a little bit of avocado, in there. Like, so funny.
Oh, shit.
You know Tom Brady's shampoo is avocado.
Hell yeah, right. Listen,
everything has avocado.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You know what I mean? He steps out the shower, no lotion, just avocado oil. You know what I mean?
He just cuts open an avocado and rubs it on himself. That's all it is.
He just takes his toothbrush and jams it in the avocado, brushes his teeth in the morning. Yeah.
That's it.
So what do you think, Money, about OBJ before we switch on to the next topic here? Where do you think he's going to go?
Well, I guess just from what I mean, stupid things that go around. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if he comes to Minnesota. I mean, with all that, obviously Justin Jefferson was pulling for him, but I don't know if that was just, him being goofy or if he wants him to come there. But I don't
think, hold on really quick.
You got to remember, they look up to this guy.
That's true.
Like these younger receivers, they look up to OBJ. OBJ is what they wanted to be. Like, you got to remember, OBJ has been around since 2014. He's a big dog.
Question. Where do you think those shirts came from? Is that OBJ's camp? Who made these and, that put it up on Teespring, like all of us do, real quick. Was that from his camp or you think people just took it upon themselves to make something?
I think,
shit, I don't know. I can see Jefferson.
I think it's him, bro.
But he's from there. He went to LSU, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Because so did Jefferson went to LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I could see that.
Yeah, Jarvis went to LSU.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially, you just look at, just Jefferson and Chase. Just those two right there. Like, man, OBJ definitely paved the path for them. And then they just come in balling just right off the bat.
But I guess, Russell Wilson's also been talking about, he's been pulling for him too. So, that would be pretty crazy.
Hey, I bet you Russell Wilson never gets invited to any of their cookouts. Like everybody kicks it. Like you see OBJ kicks it with like Cam and all of them. You know what I mean? They all kick him, and nobody invites Russ.
Nope, you're right. Unless Sierra comes.
It seems like he's too much of a square.
That's what I'm saying.
It is. Way too much of a square.
They invite Sierra and he just comes with. He tags along.
Hey, y'all remember when he got his big extension? And it says him and Sierra. They're and he released a video and he's in bed. He has no shirt on. He has hella jewels on. And he's like, yeah, see, Seattle, we got it done. He's trying to do his deepest voice and shit. But it was just why do that? I don't know. Just it's things like that. I'm not inviting him to the cookout, bro.
Yeah, he is just super weird.
We'll invite his girl though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason he gets invited. I
Booked
want
her
to
for
see
the
some
party.
booty walking around.
Maybe
We
something
booked
wrong.
her for the party. And we're like, Sierra doesn't have a +1, dude. You know what I mean?
Sierra, you could come
Very
and sing.
exclusive.
Sierra, you could come and sing. We got your check, but yeah, no extras. No extras.
Yeah.
Hey, I bet you Russell Wilson, he raises a little Future to be a baller though, right? And then
yeah.
Future's gonna come through like Bobby Boucher's dad, like at the end of the movie.
Roberto.
Yeah. Little Future, I'm big Future.
Oh man.
This shit's so funny.
All right. Everything else on the news besides this next thing we're going to talk about, pretty much, bullshit, but Nick Chubb, Demetric Felton, both tested positive for COVID. They're both vaccinated. So there is a shot that they could play on Sunday, but something literally we are going to be monitoring this like day by day. Dearness Johnson did test negative though.
Okay, that's good. I was just going to look that up.
Because he's the GOAT.
No, because they probably keep them separate for this reason.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. They're vaccinated. If they, 48 hours from now, we'll have a definitive answer. But then also it's like they just got to test 2 times in a row negative, right?
2 days in a row, yeah.
2 days in a row. So say they test negative, they test positive again, we still have a chance for them to play. But the one thing is if they really got it and then they get over it, it definitely is going to affect their playing on the field. I probably wouldn't have Chubb ranked as high as I normally would if he does play.
See, here's the thing that's like, oh dang, actually, I gotta take this. You guys keep it going.
I hope it's just a good old false positive. You feel me, Money? Because that should just be happening a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, we'll see what happens. It would be nice to have him. I mean, Chubb's been doing pretty well, but Dearness, he's a pretty good fill-in.
I held on to Dearness everywhere I got him, and when people would ask, "Do I drop Dearness?" I'm like, no, we hold on to him because just anything can happen like this. You know what I mean? Things can occur in the field, right? Like COVID and shit, and
injuries because Chubb has. They
got John Kelly over there, so they got a guy who's meh, right? But so if there's no Felton and Chubb, here comes John Kelly against a team that is a soft run defense for what it's worth. But I think it's more of a scheme thing. New England's, their secondary is always super tight. You know what I mean? And they just give up everything underneath. You know what I'm saying? Including yards on the ground. They're a true bend don't break defense. So I do want to play the running back against here. And if it's just Dearness and Kelly, right? Dearness is gonna have all the touches, right?
He's really good too.
Yeah. So matter of fact, take a look out there in the waiver wires, y'all, because more than likely somebody dropped Dearness Johnson. You know what I mean?
Because I think there'll be a lot of passing in this game too. Then if that's what comes along, so he's going to get some passes too, which is great.
It's a scheme thing, right? So if it's Dearness Johnson and not Chubb, because I think if it's Chubb, that's going to be their, what are you going to do to take away? See, now let me rephrase this. I said they're a bend don't break. Maybe they would sell out to stop the run because Belichick is known for stopping what you do best, right? So if running the ball is there, either way, the volume still would be phenomenal. Dearness Johnson's gonna eat if it's just him. Because if it's Chubb and Chubb's wounded a little bit coming off the COVID, you know what I mean? Dearness Johnson, he'll still get some work too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you, you do feel exerted. When I was running a little bit earlier, I felt like I was out of breath pretty quick.
Oh, so you had the Rona?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it because my boss told me on Friday when I was out sick on Friday, and he's like, yeah. On Saturday I think we were filming because I got up and I walked off, and he called me and he's like, I'm pretty sure that we were exposed to coronavirus. I was like, what? I was like, tell me where it was. I was like, he's like, it was in this one basement at this one house we were at, and I was like, was it this one lady? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that spitting ass bitch. I was like, if she was talking to me and I saw some shit fly out of her mouth, and then
hey, I swear to God, bro,
wearing your mask, man.
Listen,
that was probably dumb to not be doing that shit.
Yeah, listen, always wear the mask. And I stay with the sunglasses on for that reason, bro. Somebody has spit the COVID in your eye, bro. First of all, back the fuck up, right? Like you talking hella close. And I'm just, listen, quarantine, it didn't make me a nice person. You know what I mean? Like going out on a grocery run, which in quarantine or in the apocalypse, otherwise known as a supply run, right? So I'd be going on supply runs, bro, and I'm rocking gloves, everything, bro. I still do that too. When people look at me and my girl crazy, but it's like we got hella kids. You know what I mean? Like you just, listen, it's only crazy because I think it's crazy that's when it works. You know what I mean? Like one of our daughters got the Rona, and it's fucked up because she got it on her birthday from her best friend, right? And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and this is her best friend lives a couple doors down from us, and this is like my sister's baby daddy's other kid, right? And they're the same age, like 6 weeks apart. They grew up like they're like family. So that's the only circumstance that COVID can come into my house, right? Otherwise, like we're hella precautious. Like I be missing my boys sometimes because my house used to be the spot. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers would come through, watch all the games. Now it's just like, nah. I'm posting. Don't come near us.
It's just one of those things, like, I mean, as bad as it is, people aren't spitting all over the place and people are washing their hands, we're staying clean and things like that. Like my wife's mom, she had COVID, literally lives in the same house with us. I mean, it's not like we're not going into like common areas, like none of us got it, so it's just one of those things. They did test positive. Let's hope it's a false positive, because if it's not, I mean, how likely is it that they're going to get it all out of their system like within a week? Like we don't even know if they just caught it on Monday. Like so many questions about all of it.
But here's the thing, that's the loophole for the COVID. And that's how COVID finds its loophole to spread itself around, because it only, like, you could still be symptomatic for all we know, but it just says you need 2 negative tests in a row, right? And then they get you back. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I'm not a doctor, but like I remember when my daughter had the COVID, she tested positive. We never had to go get her tested again. We did independently because they told us too. They're like, she could test positive for up to 6 months. And I was like, oh, word. You know what I mean? Like you're not contagious no more or nothing like that, but it's just, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think it's like after 10 days or something like that.
Yeah. So we did independently get her tested again, like a month later, and she obviously was negative, but it was just, for peace of mind, like, let me see.
Well, I mean, my boss had COVID like when it first like started, and he was out for like a whole month, but it's because they they didn't even like test him for COVID or anything. They just said it was something else or whatever, and they gave him this medication and it made it worse. Like it made him he got like pneumonia and shit.
Did he
I'm telling you, like, this is the complications are what is killing people from like COVID.
I mean, like people
complications. It's the complications. Like if you're older,
I remember Joe Rogan said some
pneumonia,
shit,
and you
right?
can't fight pneumonia, you're gonna die. I mean, that's the same thing. Like if you have flu.
Joe Rogan had said some shit. He was just like, this should be like more reason to just, try to get in shape and get healthy, because then it's the ones that, if it catches you when you're not on your A game is when it's all bad. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. I think we've been working a lot more too. So I'm like, it's like more susceptible because I'm tired and shit. So it's like I'm more susceptible to get sick too. Because I mean, I've been working like for how long and I haven't caught it. So I mean, it's just like I feel like maybe I'm like overtired and like maybe that's why my system's down and I caught it.
I swear to God, I thought I had it hella times, but I couldn't tell if I'm just beat up because I was just getting loaded like the night before. Like, I swear.
Like I just feel tired and like my chest kind of feels like it's just kind of heavy and like I said, I can't taste a little bit, but other than that, I just have a little headache and
we're gonna get you right, JC Money.
We'll be good, buddy.
Yeah. Let's get to the last couple pieces of news. I mean, we don't even really have to talk about any of these. We'll just get to the questions. I'll just run through these real quick. So for the Steelers, Claypool is getting an MRI on his toe. Literally don't know anything about it right now. But tomorrow's show is going to be huge. We're going to have a lot of news on tomorrow. For the Dolphins, they say that Tua looks good throwing, but they said if the game was today, it would be Brissett. So they pretty much said,
I love shit like that. That's them saying he's not going to play without saying it.
They play on Thursday, so how much better is he going to get in 2 days? So they said if he can't start, it's going to be the same shit as it was last week. He's in case of emergency only.
He's just not good on Tuesdays, man.
No. And for the Ravens, other team playing on Thursday, Murray not practicing, and they said Sammy Watkins is moving around well. He should be able to play Thursday. We're not even going to talk about Sammy Watkins because we're just waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting on him.
Sammy Watkins.
I'm just reserving. I'm saving it for till we have all the facts.
You know how he like believes in the lizard people.
Oh yeah,
he thinks he is a lizard people.
He's an actual lizard, like because lizards they can like regrow their limbs, right? Some shit like that. So he probably just like
why the fuck can't he regrow those hamstrings faster?
He keeps you know what he does? He rejuvenates like sorry versions of it. You know what I mean? They'll never be like the original.
For the Cowboys, Greg Zuerlein added to COVID reserve. For you guys who care about kickers out there, I only care about kickers on Thursday night and Monday night from now on. That's it.
News. Fuck kicking the field goals. Go for it, Dak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's coming up sorry as fucking my fantasy teams, bro.
That's what we want. That's what we want. And then last piece from the Jets, Robert Saleh said that he made it very, very clear that Zach Wilson is not going to play until he's fully healthy. So I believe it was like a 4-week timetable when it initially happened. So may even be looking past that 4 weeks because they're actually looking really good right now. Like, why bring him back in and fuck up stuff that's going on when they're looking decent?
Yeah, because just as important for Wilson to get as much game time as possible. In his absence, you need all the skill position players to have someone that can operate this thing so they can be ready. You know what I mean? Like it's everyone's learning over there right now. You know what I mean? And
especially White Mike. He is learning on the job real good.
White Mike's he's gonna be a backup somewhere to a big team next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
They might have saw him.
Maybe he goes to the Bucks. Learns a little bit from Brady and then starts there.
Well, they got what's his name, right? Kellen Mond, or not Kellen Mond? What's the dude's name? Kyle Trask. There it is, Kyle Trask. I heard he hates avocados.
He's terrible.
Then he's probably not friends with Brady. If he doesn't like avocados, Brady is like, get this dumb kid away from me. All right, let's get into all these questions and start chiming in. I saw some funny ones towards the bottom, so we're going to go through these kind of quick. Second Take Extra, he said, what's the update on Stafford? Should I have a backup just in case? Definitely get a backup just in case. Literally, I haven't heard anything about him. Everything that we mentioned today is what I heard about. No one has to release anything until Wednesdays, until that first practice. Yeah. So, some coach are tight-lipped about it.
He was nursing a back. He was nursing a back last week, and he has a history of like these back injuries.
Yeah.
So I think they just take the side of all precaution. You know what I mean? And you know what? I'm not mad at picking up Walford just straight up, like handcuff Stafford for real, like in super flex. Like I would do that because Walford he'll run around, and he's played in the system for like a couple seasons. You know what I mean? And he played pretty well last year when he got his chance. I mean, they actually benched Goff for him. Remember that? But then Walford got hurt in the playoff game. So they're like, all right, Goff, get back in there. Like, you know what I mean? They had no choice at that point. And they actually won the game. You know what I'm saying? But Walford, he's interesting, man. He has a big arm and he'll run around.
Yeah, and who do they play this week?
The Niners.
Oh, yeah. Monday night football.
In a single QB league, dude, man, get good old handsome Jimmy if you want to pivot that way, because Jimmy does play well against the Rams. I like I said, he always plays well against the Cardinals, and he did 3-20-2. You know what I mean? I mean he's very familiar with this defense. Maybe the scheme's a little different because it's not Stanley or Staley no more. It's Raheem Morris, but still, same personnel. That's a nice pivot. If not, just get Walford. Super flex leagues. That's probably what you have to do. You know what I mean?
I'd probably like him over a lot of the random, guys that
Jordan Loves.
Yeah.
Like the random Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I should have just told everyone Jimmy.
It would have sounded a lot better. You would have been on brand. People might have called you a homer, but you would have been right.
I mean, but when do I ever bring up Jimmy? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just a streaming option who's readily available. You know what I mean?
Yep. Flappy Chappers, what up? Terrible call by the refs last night. Hate the Bears as well, but they got robbed, and it's just sad to see. Man, that was some bullshit, man. Like,
nah, man, hold on. They helping them out.
Getting worse. They get a better pick.
Yeah, so you can get Nagy fired because they ain't got no picks. They don't got no first round picks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trade them all away. I forgot.
Yeah, this is the league helping them get rid of Nagy. You're welcome, Bears.
Man, if Santos would have nailed that field goal, I mean, I would have shown up. It's not like I would have won millions, but I would have been talking about Super Draft Pro like as soon as the show started because I would have taken like first in like 3 contests because of that.
Dude,
yeah, I was so close. I was this close and a 65-yard field goal. He couldn't have been like 1 yard closer. Like, man, that's all they needed was 1 yard. Hit the crossbar, man.
Hit the crossbar. Maybe it would have bounced up. Maybe it's just take a wrong bounce off the crossbar.
It was some bullshit. But so what I'm talking about, you guys, is Super Draft Pro. We're all involved in it. All of us are coaches for Super Draft Pro. We're all players. I'm hit in like 3 out of the 5 contests that I was in yesterday. I think I've pushed myself up to almost double-digit contests that I've won now. And I've only been playing for like a week and a half. And I haven't played daily in like 3 years. Like the dopest thing about it, they have cash games, but it's the subscriptions. Like you get on a subscription, there's a free subscription, $20, $50, $100. All of us here are on the $100 one because we're degenerates and we want to be in the highest paying out contests. Lowest amount of players in it, actually, like these contests. I mean, they had like 600 in it, 400 in it, something like that, so very, very slim competition. I'm in love. It is fucking amazing.
It is pretty dope.
we all have our own links. So links are in the
description. I'm mad as fuck right now, actually, because I was like, man, that kicker shit's a hack, right? And then I'm watching the game, bro, and then I'm like, damn, Boswell's killing. He had to recover the fumble, and I was just doing the math like, damn, he's getting hella points, bro.
Mm-hmm.
50-yarder, 45-yarder.
Fumble recovery didn't mean shit because it's not IDP. There's no defenses, so it didn't mean shit there. But he was a 3.5 multiplier if you put him in as the champion. So those 50-yard kicks, he got over 15 points for each of those kicks. Like when he did that, I was doing my patented happy dance, smoking bowls. And then when Santos comes up for the 65-yarder, I'm just licking my chops. I'm like, oh man, is this going to send me over the top?
All he has to do is kick the longest field goal he's ever kicked in his life.
It was all setting it up for me to win, though. It totally was.
I used to fuck with Carlos Santos, though, because when he was on the Chiefs, right, with Alex Smith was never the greatest red zone closer. So I always rocked with Santos because Andy Reid and Alex Smith, they scored on every drive, whether it was a touchdown or as a field goal, because they had him who had a 60-yard boot on deck. But 65, that's a little stretch. Yeah.
So we're going to show a little commercial about this for people who don't know about it, but it's legal in all 50 states, okay? You got to get signed up with one of our links. So my link is superdraftpro.com/FFHustler420. JC Money's got one too. It's superdraftpro.com/JCMoneyDesign. Bogard's got one too. It's superdraftpro.com/Bogart. Go sign up. Whoever you want to support, we're literally all on the same squad. So, just go ahead and get signed up, support one of us, and let's make some money as a player. If you guys are content creators or if you have a bunch of friends who play daily fantasy, you better shoot me a DM so I can get you involved in being a coach, because this is the shit. We're all going to make a lot of money off of this. So shoot me a DM. Just go to fantasyfootballhustler.com. Shoot me a DM, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. But we're all going to cake off of this. So check out this commercial. We'll be back in a second.
In a world where hope was fading and isolation was growing between friends, family, and fun, and people began to yearn for a better way to earn.
Okay, we've had enough drama in recent history. It's time to reconnect, kick off the game, and play to win cash and prizes. Superdraft Pro is the official fantasy partner of Caesars Entertainment. Yes, that's Caesars. This isn't your grandmother's bingo night. Imagine the exciting chance opportunity of Las Vegas, only bigger, in the palm of your hand. And imagine the energy of the crowd and the love of your favorite game connecting you and literally every single person you know playing daily fantasy sports, all while getting paid. This is SuperDraft Pro, and you can stop imagining. Experience it for yourself. Simply download the SuperDraft app and sign up by creating an account. Be a player, or be a coach building teams of players with a range of membership packages that suit your level of interest. And guess what? We know, and you probably know too, that this is a multi-billion-dollar industry with roughly 60 million people playing in North America alone. So, what's new or different about the SuperDraft Pro that's actually a game changer? That's an easy answer. And I literally mean easy. The SuperDraft app is super user-friendly, so playing is easy. So when you play, your chances to win can be easier than other traditional fantasy sports games. It's also set up to level the playing field with our exclusive patent-pending games, which allow you to pick the players you like and the players you trust. This is your draft, your way. See? This really is changing how the game is played. And it's even a game changer for business, because not only can you get paid to play, you can get paid when other people play when you become a SuperDraft promoter by sharing the app. Making money doesn't have to be a grind. Turn your business based at home into your home-based playground, getting paid to play, having fun, wherever you are. Because this virtual model is high speed and low drag, SuperDraft Pro plans to eventually capture the imagination of the world by going global with a simple, proven business that never sleeps. Join the fun. Play, get paid, and tell everybody. Download the SuperDraft and Sportsbook app today. Available on iOS and Android.
SuperDraft Pro, rated F, UN.
Okay, that's enough. You're done.
Yeah, the shit is so fun. Go get involved right now. Links are in the chat. Links are in the description as well on my channel, on Bogard's channel, the GMM Network. So yeah, go get signed up ASAP. Shit is super fun. We got basketball tonight. So get in right now. Get those lined up.
4 of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyone who's on the $100 tier, the elite tier, has 4 of them. So I suggest signing up at the $100 tier, $25 a week. So much fun. Got to do it.
Yeah, I got to get on there. We'll have to look at them tonight. Maybe we'll talk about them tonight when we're on our other show.
Yeah, sounds good. So we're going to do that one. I believe we're going to be doing that from about like 6 to 6:45, maybe something like that, because we're going to be on the Blitz with Blake channel tonight doing the mid-season fantasy awards. And I got to get one of my awards in there, the player hater of the year. That shit's going to be a good one. Bogart's going to love that because he's been calling out these player haters forever, like before they came in.
They're on my don't fuck with them for life list, aka the fade for life list.
All right, let's see. Where's some other things in here? Oh shit, Sir Bong's a lot in the building. What up, bro?
I love how he has his own drop. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, you have a handle like Sir Bongs a lot, and we're just smoking bongs on the whole show. Like, yeah, you're definitely gonna have a dope drop. Hell yeah. Yeah, shout out to the Patreon crowds. Yeah, he had the drop even before he did get in on Patreon, but he got on the Patreon crew this year. Shout out.
Sir Bongs a lot.
Mm-hmm. And for $5.99, Bogard will make your very own personal drop.
Austin, what up, bro? Said should I add Dearness Johnson and Freeman? Chub may not play. I would definitely add Dearness Johnson if he's out there. We told you, I mean, not you personally, but everybody who had Dearness Johnson, we told you not to drop him. Like, we told you not to drop him, to just hold him. So yes, if he's available in your league, it sucks because I just dropped my waiver wire video this morning. I recorded it late night last night and didn't know about this news. And yeah, sucks because I would have made sure to mention it on there as well. If he got dropped for whatever reason, pick his ass up.
Also, too, you know what I mean? Probably in order, though, I would prioritize Freeman. But he's also tricky, too, because Murray can come back and just fuck that all the way up. You know what I mean?
And it's a Thursday night game. Like, that's another thing. Like, I mean, it can always go both ways. If guys can either ball out or they can, like, really shit the bed. But
yeah, because Murray could be like, he's been held out for a minute. I mean, obviously he had the ankle, but, like, he could be the freshest out of all of them. You know what I mean? Just if he's healthy, you know what I mean?
And it could be the random game that like Ty Johnson comes back because like Freeman's old ass like just like
he's the freshest out of everyone. You know?
Yeah.
And he looked the best as a runner. He looked. I mean, I know it was week 1 against the Raiders, and the Raiders at this point we know is not a good run defense, but still, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, tell me if I'm fucking crazy. I really think they're trying to make sure to sparingly use him so he could be the one in the playoffs. Like if they make it there, when they make it there.
I mean, his learning curve might be too vast too. He might be like a real slow learner. You know what I mean?
I mean, he was an undrafted free agent last year, but now you get to learn from like literal veterans. You know, you got 3 guys in front of you who have all been in the league like 20 years combined. You know, more than that maybe.
But these guys too, one thing those veterans have in common is they've all had the limelight before. They've been leading rushers. You know what I mean? So, they probably like, step aside, kid. Let me show you how it's done. Watch and learn. You know what I mean?
You better be learning though, because that's 3 vets who are like on their way out of the NFL. Like this might be their literal last stop, for all we know. Maybe hopefully they're trying to pass on a little bit of knowledge to a young buck, someone who, being an undrafted free agent, the deck stacked against you.
If he learns slow, he ain't gonna learn jack from them, bro. Because they ain't trying to sit him down and teach his ass. You know what I mean? They trying to get on. They listen. Once you've had the shine like Bell and Freeman, they want it back, bro. They're having a ball out there scoring tugs. You know what I mean? Like
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Can't shine doo-doo, baby.
I'm always gonna have fond memories of 2015 Freeman and just the Steelers Lev Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hate it because I didn't have Lev Bell during any of those seasons. Had him in other ones, but like the big ones, like the year before, like he had all that shit. Like I didn't have him anywhere for those ones. Those were the dark years for me.
Right. Le'Veon Bell is one of those dudes. I had to have him. Yeah,
I used to have him until like 2017, I was only in like 4 leagues, like at most. But like he was one of those guys. Like, remember the year when he missed the 3 games? Like I had him in every single league that year, and I had that D'Angelo Williams who was there. Like everyone was just so pissed because like nobody wanted to touch him, but I knew get him and wait couple games.
And then he tore his ACL that year when he played like a month, played like 4 games, tore his thing up, and then like if he had D'Angelo Williams still, he went on the ball out, like you know what I mean, like he picked up right where he left off. Yeah, it was awesome.
Wasn't there that tight end that kind of took over too? That Samuel, what is his last name?
That was 2018. That was Jalen Samuels.
Jalen Samuel.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. And he was tight end eligible too.
And I won a championship throwing him in my tight end spot. That was fucking awesome.
Cheater. I lost the championship that year because of someone that had it in their house. I don't know.
That was such
Samuel. Fuck Jalen
that was such a cheat code. Because like that was even like Travis Kelce. That might have been like Travis Kelce's like coming out party for all I can remember, because like he was all right before Mahomes, but
2017 was like really that's when he arrived for real. Because before that he never played a full season, and he would flash, but it was like early Alex Smith days, you know what I'm saying? And I remember there was a big game he flashed when Nick Foles got in there, because Nick Foles got in there at one point. He was behind Alex Smith for a sec, and I was like, so 2017 came around, I had Kelce everywhere, and Zach Ertz. So I remember the way Zach Ertz finished 2016 up. It was just like, wow, this guy's getting like 7 targets a game with Wentz. You know what I mean? And then boom. It's fun because you gotta pay attention to shit like that. You know what I mean? Like some, especially for tight ends, man. Tight ends so hard to look at Gesicki's finally like
you're in the Matrix.
Tight end, we can start. Am I
You're in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix, Bogard.
We'll give it a second.
I'm not even on shrooms today.
Oh, shit. Maybe that's why.
But yeah, there's always going to be we keep talking about it. You got to keep making moves because there's going to be these waiver wire darlings who can literally win you a championship. I don't give a fuck if you're the 6th seed coming in. If you pick up some of these waiver wire darlings, like that's what propels you to keep moving. So I don't care if you're in 1st. I don't care if you're in 10th place right now. If you're mathematically still in it, because we got, what is this, week 10? So we got 5 weeks, including this week. Week 14 for pretty much everybody is like last week before the playoffs start. So you got to make moves every single week. We got to ditch the bums. Give those landmines to someone else.
Bogard finally got my first win in DX in the D-Generation X League.
Yeah, hey man, things are looking up for the kid. You're right. You're going places, kid.
Oh shit!
Stick with
And
me.
you know what's
You're gonna
crazy?
go far.
And you know what's crazy? So I was so busy I wasn't able to put it into the chat, but I got a big spreadsheet with it. So Bogard, you won this week in the Hustler League, right? Number 7.
Yeah, so I'm in this thing. 3 and 6.
Yeah.
I have a shot.
Well, and even that aside, you actually just became the undisputed champion because you took down the champion.
Oh, yes. Cue the music. give me Hollywood Hulk. Give me the original Hulk. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So you're the undisputed champ right now. Yeah, you beat Big Tons, Roy Mac, or no, who did you beat? You beat Jackie Moon, Moon, the Flash. So yeah, he just won it, I think, a couple weeks ago. You dethroned, and that's one thing that's cool about these Hustler Leagues. So let me even if you don't make it to the actual championship, you can still play in a little like side pot championship that we have. And so let me tell you how you got the title.
First of all, I want to thank God, and I want to thank Elijah Moore. Hey, you know what's crazy is my IDPs, they went crazy this week. Just sacks and picks, and I had Josh Allen just go fucking show the world. I want to give a special thanks to Josh Allen. You know what I mean? This title is as much his as it is mine. You know what I mean?
He killed it. So the way that it works, so you're the AFC champ and the NFC champ right now. You got both of them. You got both the titles right now. It's pretty much you're the AFC champ and the NFC champ right now. You got both the titles.
Undisputed.
And so you've had each one you've held them for 1 week now, or at least it counts. You know, you won. It's 1 week having them. So the leader for the AFC, there's 2 people who have held it for 2 weeks. So that means if you get to 3 weeks, you're automatically the leader. If you have the AFC championship for the most weeks, you're in the champion. You're in that side pot championship week 17.
I've decided I'm going to win out.
If you hold the NFC championship the longest, same as well. So the leader there has 3. So you'd have to hold it for 4 weeks to be able to get it there.
Okay.
So it's going to be big. It's big going down the stretch here.
Oh yeah. That's what she said.
And what up, Jared? Jared Burglar said, is Deontay Harris droppable with a 3-game suspension? So let's see.
I didn't know. I thought he was just hurt. He got a 3-game suspension. Shout out to the chat, man. Breaking the news.
Yeah, and again, this is something that I dropped. I recorded my wide receiver waiver wire video like late last night. I didn't even know about this, and so yeah, he's on my waiver wire video. Shit sucks.
Brandon Bolden, JJ Taylor. These guys immediately become interesting because I know Stevenson's banged.
No. Not Damian Harris, Deontay Harris, the wide receiver for the Saints.
Oh yeah, drop him. My bad.
Yeah.
I got scared because I got a lot of Damian Harris. That just fucked me up.
Yeah, so apparently he got sentenced to 1 year of probation for a DWI arrest.
Man, you know what? Thank you, League. Because, listen, Melvin Gordon did something like this last year. They kind of just gave him a slap on the wrist. But after Ruggs kills somebody, now they're just like anybody fucking around. They're like, you're out. You get out of here. 3 weeks.
Yep. So definitely droppable. We don't know where the Saints are going to be in 3 weeks. So damn it.
Traquan Smith. You know what I mean? Maybe Traquan. I don't know. The Saints are like, The Saints are, man, Jameis had that team rocking, bro.
Yeah.
In reality, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Antonio, always coming with the league updates. So in WWF 1, so the first Hustler Dynasty League, the one that we literally started drafting the day after the Super Bowl. Like that's
the one that started it all.
The one that started it all. So Stu, so how did this get passed around? So it was Antonio who was Ric Flair. Ric Flair, he lost it to the Undertaker. Then he lost it the next week to Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And then Stone Cold, myself, coming through, whooping Stu's ass, claiming both the belts. And now I'm the undisputed champion in the number 1 Hustler Dynasty League.
I like it.
And my team hasn't been doing too good there. Probably, I mean, let's see. What am I right now? Oh, actually, no. Somehow I am 6-3 in this league. Because I've had a favorable schedule. Flex. Yeah, I didn't even realize.
No, my team's not even that good. It's only 6-3.
So you know what? Things must have like evened out a little bit because at one point I had the most points against, and now it looks like Rob Van Dam, my man Dion, extra sauce, please, has the most points against.
Nice.
Yeah, so gotta like that. All right, let's see. And where was this other thing? Hold on. Charlie says, do I trade away Cooks and Chub for Dalvin? If you can get Dalvin, I would just do it. I would do it.
Yeah. Because what I'm saying, the Brandon Cooks experiment lasted like 3 weeks. And then people just remember that. It's so funny how polarizing the beginning of the year is to people. It sears into their brain. Like look at everyone's still chasing Tony.
Yeah. Right? And that was week 3?
Week 4, I think. You know what I mean? You see one big game out of Tony, anytime he's healthy, motherfuckers just throwing him in that lineup.
Yeah, me and you were talking about this where like I have him in a couple leagues and I was ready to drop him right away with all this bullshit. And it's because I got the game out of him. I actually played him in the league and got those points and got the win that week. And it was super dope in a 16-team league. It's
the damnedest thing too, because I have him in the DX league. That's the only place I got him out of 21 joints. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to package him up and send him off, and ain't nobody want him. But if someone got him, they're gonna start him. It's like I'm just trying to get him to somebody. I wouldn't drop him.
Yeah, I'm not messing with that anymore. I ain't boo-boo the fool. And hey, so Mr. Grapefruit, he said thoughts on Frank Gore boxing. Money, can you search this? Can you
yeah, it's Damian Williams, right? Or no, which Williams?
Basketball player, yeah.
Antonio said Frank Gore versus Deron Williams.
Deron Williams, there you go.
It's crazy if somebody with CTE is going to start boxing now.
He can hit him. He's going to hit Frank Gore a gang of times, and Frank Gore's going to wait until he's tired. He's going to do the old Homer J. Simpson.
Oh, man.
Right? He's just going to, because Frank the Tank can take a hit. You know
that we know. And Mr. Grapefruit, he said Frank Gore is going to hit him with those lunch boxes.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank Gore, you got some big ass hands, though.
Sorry, finishing up this bowl. Here we go.
Where'd that go?
Oh, Raphael, he said, "Sup, man? Niners fan here from Brazil. What up?" Yeah.
Hey, I always wanted to go to Rio, man. Hey, Rio's hella gangster too, bro. Like that shit is like, you gotta be careful out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
man. We all over the world. Bang bang, Niner gang.
Hell yeah! And he said, "What is that? WFM to be our next defensive end. 14.5, Colombian 2. Let's go. Oh shit! So he's gonna be a baller out there for the 49ers. Oh yeah.
There you go.
We want to see it. You heard it here first. Rafael Henrique. Here we go. Make sure you keep tapping in on the show. We want to know your progress.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We wish you all the best. You know what I mean? Keep your head down, work hard. You know what I mean?
Big Kong said, Tua, turn the ball over, ain't playing.
I like that. It's still not better than my nickname. I just call him the tuna fish.
All right. So they're the undercard fight for the Jake Paul fight, December 18th.
How many rounds is that fight going to be?
Four rounds. This says 4 rounds.
4 rounds? Bro, it's going all 4. if it was 20 rounds, Frank Gore would take it all 20, man.
Heavyweight bout, so you know it's going to be a slugfest.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Frank Gore's what 210?
Well, shit. I mean, I think heavyweights are like 215, though, so he might be right around that. He could have put on a couple pounds, bulk up for that.
It's true.
I'll probably watch it.
He's made of cast iron.
And Devin said the announcer screwed up. That field goal didn't make it halfway through the end zone. It wasn't close. It didn't hit the crossbar. Check it out. That shit. Did it not hit the crossbar? Like, I mean, the way that it looked on the top, I mean, I guess shit from all angles could make a difference, but it looked like it fucking dinged right off the crossbar to me. Anyway.
Off the crossbar.
Probably looking at it on the all 20.
Or did it bounce off the ground and then jump up and then hit the crossbar? Could have done that.
I mean, I guess I didn't hear it to hear if it did a little dong or anything, but it's all about the angles. We already know. It's all about the angles.
Mm-hmm.
Evan B said, yo, what up? I have Josh Allen. Should I trade away AJ Brown and CD for Diggs and Robert Woods? No.
AJ and CD, nah.
No way.
I love the idea of the stack, but the diversification you got is great there. You know what I mean? Those are all guys that don't have, I mean, only AJ Brown has a bye week, and you know what I mean? Everyone else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's AJ Brown. Like, we know Derrick Henry. That's the best player they have. You know what I mean? So it's foolish to not think that he's going to be magnified. You know what I mean?
I'm sure that the Allen and the Diggs stack, I'm sure it will, come to fruition sometime, throughout this year. It's got to. There's going to be a regression to the mean here somewhere, but I don't want to pay for it. I really don't. Like, if I got it, I'll wait it out. But other than that, I'm not going to go pay for it. Dante, oh yeah, what up, bro? Throwing in that super chat. He said, who should I trade? Cooks, Lockett, and Gaskin for?
Lockett and Gaskin for. I mean, if you're looking, how about this? If you're looking for tight end, you know what I mean? Maybe try to trade for Mark Andrews, right? Because, you know what I mean? He's been kind of quiet lately. If you're looking for a receiver, you know what I mean? Maybe go after a Debo. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Someone, there's a lot of people that, like myself, would try to sell Debo right now. So maybe the Debo owner. If you're looking for like a running back, I mean, shit. Would you choose? Oh, I would go after Henderson right now. I'll go after Henderson because Henderson's a little bit banged up. I'll try to go after him right now.
What you got to do, you got to go find someone who's just right outside of like playoff contention. Someone who's like right on the brink, really trying to make a move. And then you package up these 3 players and try to get one of their better players, from them. As long as these
I'm
3 guys.
Lockett, though. I'm not moving Lockett.
It all depends on who you got on your squad. Like, I'm just answering this in a vacuum, So I'm assuming that Lockett. I'm assuming Lockett is what? I mean, maybe like your 4th best receiver on your squad right now. Like, I mean, if he's in your top 2 or top 3, don't trade him away. You better have 3 good wide receivers over him to move him. But yeah, that's what I would try to do. Someone who's right outside the playoffs, someone who needs a little bit of depth, package those guys up or package 2 out of the 3 up, something like that. They got to be able to start. Got to be able to start on their squad. That's for sure. That's what's going to make the difference. Then get their better player. Get it. All right, let's see.
I just watched that field goal. Yeah, I think it hits the ground. It's just hard to tell because of the yellow or where it says Pittsburgh,
And also, like, there was no Manning cast, so we were all watching the regular fucking ESPN guys, and Louis Riddick and them are fucking idiots because he's the one that hit the crossbar. Like,
it does look like it just because it's hitting the yellow of the fucking, the logo.
I mean, they're just watching it like we are on some screen. Like, I mean, they're blind asses. Like,
I watched it like 10 times.
What annoys me with them is like they're not even calling the game. Like, it's like I remember there was one point they were talking about the Najee Harris shit, right? Like, oh yeah, he used to sleep on the floor and this and that, right? And then while they're saying this, David Montgomery is like running for a big one, like a 12-yard run. And you know what I mean? It's like like you're not addressing anything. They're going on to the next play and they're just still talking about Najee Harris. I'm like, what is like it's terrible.
You got watch Monday Night Football as we know it's going to change because the Peyton Manning Eli shit. Like if they had a couple see, like that's why on this show we don't just have like two people on it. Always we got a big mix of people because we always got dope personalities to stand in. If they go find some other personalities like Eli and Peyton, like they could do away with the old school Monday Night Football broadcast, and I think a lot of people would be okay with it.
I mean, it's cool that we have choices. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can listen to the Spanish joint if you know what I mean. You can listen to, or you can, go to ESPN2 and watch the Mannings call it. You know what I mean? But they were off yesterday, so I was kind of high. I was like, man, they ain't doing it tonight. But I do remember last week, Eli was like, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
And I wonder what.
Go ahead.
Maybe just prior engagements or something. That's the only thing that I can think of because they seem like they're having fun.
I think he's probably like, listen, look, he's probably like, look, Eli, we got a good thing going. We're going to ask for some more money.
Well, and what's funny about this is like, okay, so like, I mean, they're just at home, they're chilling in their houses or whatever. Like it's literally what we're doing right now. They're just doing it for ESPN. They got a little bit of a nicer setup. That's all.
They use Zoom apparently because I've heard him reference that. Oh, the damn Zoom is freezing.
That's hilarious. See, and we even got something better than Zoom right now. And but so funny how like so Peyton, remember he's all leaning back and shit. And then like Eli starts calling him out on his pit stains on his shirt and like that shit was just hilarious. And he's like, I gotta crank up the AC in here. I don't know what's going on.
That's funny, dog. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. When the quarantine first hit and the kids were doing the school on Zoom, right? Like, listen, when I'm at the crib, I'm just in my drawers. You know what I mean? Because this is my habitat. And there were so many times like I'm like. I'm doing my dad's shit. I'm coming in there, getting laundry. She's in class. I'm like, oh shit! I just open the door and I'm like, the camera's right there. I'm like, oh motherfucker! Fucking kids saw me in my drawers. God damn it!
That's so funny. Marcus, what up, Marcus? On Facebook, he said defense to stream in week 10: Saints, Titans, Raiders, Eagles. So Saints and Titans are going against each other. The Eagles, me too. The Eagles go up against the Broncos.
I like the Eagles too because the Eagles, outside of Justin Herbert, they've been limiting and Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes, but they've been limiting QBs. So I like that, and they're like a top 3 pass rush right now.
The Raiders go against the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Yeah, Chiefs. I mean, even though the Chiefs have kind of been iffy, I'm not testing it. Yeah, out of all these, Titans are gonna be my pick out of all these.
Yeah, Chiefs probably lose this game.
Maybe. Yeah, this is gonna be. Are the Raiders the real deal? I mean, and that's what's funny. Like this is like
we got rid of Chucky. Chucky was not the real deal.
Yeah,
Chucky was the novelty pickup. This is like Mark Davis and how he's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? He's like, you know what? Let's bring back nostalgia. First of all, if I was a Raider fan, thank God I'm not. Right? Yeah. But if I was a Raider fan, I would hate Chucky because it's the guy that beat y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all was hella happy to get him back. And he was ass.
Yeah.
420.
Let's get it. 420 and 420 Central. Let's get it. And let's see who else we got here. Rhino, he said, finished with the W this week. Thanks, boys, for all the help. Sitting at 5-4, tied for first. Nice. I mean, that's got to be a competitive ass league. If you're tied with first at 5-4, how many people are you tied with in first for 5-4?
I don't like it when people say that because there is no tie. There's points here. The record-wise, yeah. Because it's funny. There's a guy in one of my leagues. If you're watching here, shout out to you. But he would always be like, "Yeah, we're tied." I'm like, no, you're not.
Well, I mean, if I have the first overall points, I'm in first by myself. If I'm in third, and but we're all tied for first, we're all tied for first. I mean, that's just my version's going to be better, no matter what it is.
You're right.
Oh God, I've actually had a tie this year.
See, you know what's crazy about ties, bro? Especially when is it an IDP league?
No, not an IDP league, but
Okay.
still,
But
know,
still a
dynasty.
decimal scoring league.
Yeah,
In
decimal
general,
scoring
that's
league.
like
if Aaron Rodgers would have came out to kneel the ball, no,
that's like 12 and
Jordan
for
Love
every
out to
kid you
kneel the
try.
ball. All I needed was Aaron Rodgers to kneel the ball, and I would have won.
Still won't get over it. How many weeks ago was that?
That was like probably week.
That was like
three,
week 2,
week 3.
man, week 3. Let it go, man.
Oh, man.
Stay focused.
And Roger said, y'all picking up Jackson for the Raiders. I think he's going to be more of like a decoy than anything, just to get like Hunter Renfrow and Waller, and play a little bit more. Because I don't know, Carr's really not slinging it like that down the field.
They just need that role. Like Ruggs, that's what Ruggs did for that team. You need a speedy guy. And I guess you also just need someone who's always going to be a potential locker room like problem. Like, you know what? We need to fill this void.
Yeah.
And Ruggs was only getting between 3 and 5 targets a game, so it's not like he was getting a crazy amount, and some of those were uncatchable. So it's not like he's.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. A healthy Deshaun Jackson, right? You probably get like 3 or 4 games out of him, right? You know what I'm saying? But I would take him over Ruggs. Ruggs ain't showing this shit. You know what I mean? Like, so this is actually, and he's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It should be no nonsense, right?
So this question was like, this comment was like 15 minutes ago. Devin said, haha, Bogard freaking out.
Yeah. It's funny. You were giggling too.
I love it because it's like part of the show. Like every show I do.
Antonio said, should I drop Galladay for Hilton? I would.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would do that. I had to think about it for a second because now this is the old 42 fakey double bamboozle. You know what I mean? You go and get you Hilton because he's probably more useful, and Wentz is looking good, and then someone else is going to be foolish to pick up Galladay. They'll be like, oh, he fucked up, he dropped Galladay. Because Galladay just got a name, you know what I mean? And there's only one person in your league that has Galladay, you know what I'm saying? So only that one person really knows what he's dealing with. Someone's going to pick him up. Bamboozle. The landmine.
I rage dropped Hilton after he was like, came back. I was super excited. And he's like, all right, I'm not going to play again. He's going to be injured.
At one point, I needed to make room in my IR, so I just let go of Hilton. I didn't give a fuck. Just like, fuck.
He's just going to come back and just upset you again.
I mean, he's literally just a bye week guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'll probably not get the Hilton games. I'll probably get the games that he has will probably be on my bench.
I'll only play him when he plays against the Texans.
I'm hoping he's on my bench blowing up because that would mean all my starters are good. And that's another reason that you get him. If you lose some of your starters, you'll be like, all right, cool, I got Hilton connected to a good offense.
I'd rather have that. Yeah, Hilton's got the Texans in a couple weeks. Like, if nothing else, I want him for that game.
You're right.
Always. He always kills the Texans, like always. Pretty sure in the game they played, pretty sure the one game that he played where he did good was against the Texans this year.
Yeah, that was the only game he came back to.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the Texans tried to kill him too. They hurt him. They hurt him that game.
Those games he has marked on his calendar. That's for sure.
Hyperbaric chamber. Stays in it all day. Comes out when it's time to play the Texans.
Yep. Alfred G said Diggs or Mike Williams.
Diggs.
Same.
Yep.
Donnie said Corey Davis or Gage. Neither.
Pass.
Waivers.
You know what? But Gage, he got like 5. He's seeing at least 5 targets a game.
They're gonna flip this next week. That's what.
Hold on. 1 minute and 13 seconds in, just putting it in my brain. Go ahead, Bogart. Say it again. What'd you say? Corey Davis or Russell Gage?
Fuck Russell Gage. Corey Davis. There it is.
That's all we got to do is say we're going to put Bogart on the spot.
For a second. I was like, oh, shit. I was just thinking pure fantasy. I was like, oh, that's right. I hate Russell Gage. Fuck him.
I was about to make sure to like get that clipped up just to put it out there. Bogart actually said yes to Russell Gage. Antonio said last time a basketball player boxed, Nate Robinson went to sleep.
Yeah. He had all that reach for nothing. Yeah, you would think, right? Like, I remember saying, like, listen, Nate would just hold him off with a jab. He has long ass arms. Nope.
Yeah. And
He's a basketball player.
Yep. Ruben, what up, bro? Who should I target with Zeke? I'm looking for a wide receiver, full PPR, willing to trade Zeke because I have Montgomery and Dalvin Cook. I mean, if that's literally all you got at running back,
Devontae Adams.
I mean, it's got to be someone of that caliber. Maybe they haven't been, producing or whatever.
Start with Devontae Adams, then trickle down to Tyreek Hill, then trickle down to like Diggs, and then trickle down to like D-Hop.
And that's it. Order. Yeah. And that's it. And I don't even know if I'd put D-Hop in that right now if he's really like.
Yeah, that's why I put him last. Like, you know what I mean? Go in that order. Like, try to get you one of them. Really just try to get Adams, I'd say. You know what I mean? The Adams owner is not too happy right now for like 2 weeks of not good production. Go and get him. All right, he balled on the Thursday, right, against Arizona.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to trade away Zeke for nothing. Like, I mean, just because. I mean, might be a little bit emotional about his bad game, last week. Like, let's not trade him for some bullshit just because what we saw last week isn't going to be what happens every week. It's just not.
Matter of fact, this is like this is the game that team needed, like in reality, like to motivate them. Like, yo, wake the fuck up. Y'all think motherfuckers is already celebrating like they it. They ain't it yet. They got everything to be it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's
sometimes
like a wake-up call.
Sometimes you just got to be served a little bit of humble pie to get your shit together. So we're hoping that's good for the offense, at least for fantasy.
And like, I can make excuses for them, like stuff that could be true. You know what I mean? Like Dak didn't practice for weeks with them. You know what I mean? And then CeeDee Lamb and Cooper were limited all week. You know what I mean? And then those things matter when you're going up against Vic Fangio. You know what I mean? Vic Fangio is one of the greatest defensive minds in the game. You know what I mean?
Yep. So Dante, what up? Said my team is Kyler, Najee, Montgomery, Cup, Deontay, Waller, and then flexes those players. And he said Henry got hurt, and he's picking up Ridley off the wire.
Nice.
I mean, everything looks good right here. So I mean, I would just be trying to get depth. Maybe another running back. With those guys.
Yeah.
I still like Lockett. If you don't have to move Lockett, like keep him.
And even if, like, you know what, just go get Dearness Johnson. If he's out there in the waiver, claim him, because that could be a guy you could plug in, and you might not need to trade and get a running back. That's what he's trying to do, right? Trying to move something to get a running back.
Yeah.
I mean, because if there is no Chub and Felton, Dearness is going to get like 30 touches for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shia, what up on YouTube, said I have Godwin and AB. Should I trade away Godwin while his value is high? And if so, for who? It all depends on what you need. That's really, if you just want to make a trade, I'd say don't even do it. Like if you're trying to make a trade to improve your team, because he's attached to one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, and he's coming off a bye week. Yeah, I'm the rest of the way. And then I'm the guy who would start both AB and Godwin.
And bring it back to that. Guys who have already had their bye week are one more game more valuable than the guys who haven't had their bye week. Correct. There's a bunch of bye weeks in week 13 and 14. Some guys are going to get screwed. So bye
weeks all the way until week 14. There's bye weeks every week. You know what I mean?
That's why the playoffs got pushed back to week 15, because how stupid would it be if playoffs started in week 13 or 14 and you could literally have stars on a bye? Like that shit would just suck.
But
and
also
so,
the
extra game.
15, 16, 17. You know what I mean? You have to have, like, all you crazies out there that do the 2-week Super Bowl, don't do that. Like, then all the week 17ers are week 18ers now, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's just nonsense. But that's why we had to do it the 14 weeks, because, 15, 16, 17 is now the new promised land. You know what I mean?
And see, and this is what I think, like, all those guys who do that, you week 18ers or whatever, pre-week 17ers, like, if you want to do something to like spice up your league, don't do that. Add IDP or some shit like that. Like that's way better. It'll keep it way more entertaining than an extra, week of fantasy.
I guess there's an argument to be had if because there's only one bye week team in reality in each conference. So, a lot of these teams, they play all the way down. You know what I mean?
But that literally just started like last year. Yeah. So like, I know all these people who are doing it have been doing it before last year.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him that as an out, but that is the only argument, though.
Yeah. Now, right?
Right? Yeah, now, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gave them the argument. They probably didn't even know. They're like, oh, that's brilliant. I'm gonna use that now. Because I remember there was a couple leagues last year that I joined, and it was ESPN leagues too. And then I was like, man, because first of all, I hate ESPN. And then when I looked at, first thing you gotta do is you gotta look at the settings. And I was like, man, the 2-week joint, like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm out. Sorry, man, I can't do this.
Yeah. Never doing ESPN leagues.
Yeah, and fuck ESPN too.
Until you give me money, ESPN.
Yeah.
And I know Disney doesn't want to give some weed smoking crazy heads like that.
Not yet, man.
One day, we will crack that mold.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna rapid fire these, and we're getting up out of here. Chosen Rose said pick 2: Manuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, Tim Patrick, Jerry Jeudy, or Van Jefferson. I'm going Sanders and Van Jefferson.
Yep.
Yeah, Emmanuel Sanders.
I do like Jeudy. Denver. Yeah, I like Jeudy. They're playing the Eagles. Eagles give up a ton of booty to the slot receivers. I know Keenan Allen is that guy, but he's coming off a 100-yard outing. I also like Jeudy. I like Jeudy over Jefferson just a smidge. Because Jefferson he's playing all the snaps like you want. He's playing like 60, 65% snaps, and that's a nice average.
Make sure you keep tapping in though, because today's Tuesday. We always tell people our answers can literally change from day to day as new news comes in. We are very fluid, so just remember that.
Hey, shout out to Icon, man, because Saturday night he hit me. He's like, Jordan Howard, I got him in. He's like, Jordan Howard or Jeff Wilson. I was like, Jeff Wilson if he plays. And he's like, is he going to play? I'm like, yeah, he's going to play. Then the next morning, he jumps on the morning show and he asks us the same thing.
And you said Jordan Howard.
I said Jordan Howard. But first I was like, you know what I mean? And he's like, man, I kept Jeff Wilson in there because I was like, I don't know if you're fucking with me or damn it. But he still won his matchup. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, the big goose egg though, that's not good.
Yep. And Antonio said Brady throwing that pick at the end of game 1 lost me. 2 weeks ago. Damn, that sucks, bro.
Yeah, he probably brought that up when he was talking about how Aaron Rodgers, he still want to get over his week 3 Aaron Rodgers debacle. taking the knee gate.
Nice. Matt, you're the man, getting in that extra super chat for the extra entry.
Yeah.
I already know.
Get you that maniac jersey.
Keep stacking those up, bro. Stacking those up. And he said, should I drop McNichols for Elijah Moore or T.Y. or just keep him stashed? I'm going to go.
I would get Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I'm going Moore. He's my number 1 waiver wire pickup this week, but we've been talking about him for weeks. So hopefully a lot of other people already roster him out there, but go get Mitchell. And he said, who would you start over Tony this week? Anybody? Jacoby, Gallup, McKissick, or any of those from my last message?
It's got to be one of them for sure because Tony's on a bye week. So
yeah, anybody. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Tony might be he's getting close to droppable to me just because I don't want that headache. But
about 2 weeks now, I've been, fuck Tony. You know what I mean? That's how I felt for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I would start Elijah Moore out of all these guys right there. Jacoby, Gallup, McKissick. We don't know about Gallup yet coming back. It's still not official that he's coming back.
Yeah. But even then
he should be though. He should be getting there. Got to be.
Even then, now. I'm still playing Elijah Moore. I mean, I don't think Elijah Moore draws Tre'Davious White and that's where they're going to go. They're going to go away from White. You know what I mean? And White, Corey Davis is set to play this game, right?
I mean, we don't really know as of right now.
Yeah, what happened to Corey? Did he just disappear? Like, I don't even know what's going on.
He broke his hip. Like, I mean, not literally broke his hip, but I mean, it's a hip injury that's wrong with him. So that's what kept him out. So who knows? We shall see. Wednesday show. And Big Cappy Gaming said send Thielen and Knox for Godwin and Ingram. No, hell no. I don't want Ingram. No.
Yeah, Ingram is another one of those guys. He's a lifelong member of my I don't fuck with him at all list. You know what I mean? And is he Mark Ingram II? So he probably gets it from his pappy. Fuck him too.
Yeah. If you have another tight end, do Thielen and Knox. I mean, maybe for just Godwin straight up, like almost.
Or get
but like
Godwin and anything else. I mean,
Evan Ingram ruins it for me. I would rather do it straight up for Godwin than bring Ingram back onto my team because I'd rather go get a free agent.
I mean, for what it's worth, Ingram is going to be useful, right? But like, he's the guy just historically is going to let you down. You know what I mean? He's gonna blow up on the games that he's on your bench. Then you're gonna foolishly flex him, and then he's gonna fuck you. You know
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't fall for it.
He's the Jared Cook
Oh my
of
god.
running backs.
Prince J said Mitchell or Robinson. I'll go Robinson. They're already talking about how he should be playing this week.
Oh yeah, let's fire him up.
Derek Haynes, what up? Got White and Parsons on the wire. Who do you like better rest of season? Shallow tackle heavy league. It sucks that Devin White hasn't really been like, I don't even know why it is either, because the dude's all over the place. I think a lot of it is just because they're lying.
Yeah, I was about to say that I think he's more so helping everybody else. His presence and people having to pay attention to him more so than everybody else can wreak havoc. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I want to say Devin White, but like a part of me wants to say Micah Parsons because you already know they're going up against the NFC least for a handful more games.
Yeah, and Micah Parsons
really well.
He's doing it right now. He's doing it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm assuming that you said. I mean, both of these guys are on the wire. This got to be a super, super shallow league. So I would just go Parsons. I'd figure out how to pick them both up just to like stash.
The Cowboys are playing the Falcons. I'd play Parsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws, what up, bro? Flex Gainwell, Ramondre, Gesicki, or Hardman. Right now, I'm going Gesicki. That dude's a beast.
Yeah, and I think Ramondre Stevenson's hurt, but yeah, let's go. Let's
Did
go.
he get like stomped on his head, like jacked or some shit?
We're gonna hear more about it. I didn't
Hey,
see
they
it.
were out there wrestling, bro. Even Mac Jones was trying to fucking twist his motherfucker's ankle and shit because he thought like motherfucker recovered his fumble.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I'm just doing football shit. But look, he's like, the ankle lock. You know what I'm saying?
Prince J, Beasley or McNichols for a flex? Beasley. I'm not messing with Nichols right now.
No.
Yeah.
Antonio, forgot if I asked this question or not. Start two. Sutton, Sanders, or Freeman? If Latavius doesn't play, I'll go Freeman, and then I'm gonna go Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. And you know what, too? I think McNichols is going to be all right.
He should be. Right. He should be. It's super game.
They were winning that game as fuck. Yeah, but let's move on.
They need to be losing. That's really what it is. Yeah. They need to be losing. And we were expecting them to lose, but didn't happen. Second take extra. Waddle, DJ Moore, Daryl. Pick one PPR. I'll go DJ
Waddle
Moore.
And Moore. Oh,
so we're only picking one.
One. Ooh. Yeah, because you could attack them. Everything over the middle of the field is how you hit up the Ravens defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you know what though? I'm gonna go DJ Moore. I Arizona doesn't scare me like you know what I mean? They're not that scary.
I just second take extra. What's Stafford's status? We don't know. Wednesday practice is tomorrow, so Wednesday show. I'm sure we'll get some news about.
I think it's just veteran. I think it's just veteran shit. Like he's been nursing a back injury. You know what I mean? And like I think he's got a full grasp of this offense, so they can really take it easy on him. You know what I mean?
Yep. And Matt said Tony's so talented, but the way they use him pisses me off. Yeah, it's a waste. I mean, except for that one game.
He's extremely raw.
Gibson and Higgins for Patterson. Is that a good trade? Nah, I would hold. I love Corduroy, but it's a lot.
Yeah, that's too much, man. I think Gibson's on the way. You know what I mean? I think Gibson's on the way. He got that rest, bro. The 2 weeks. That bone healed up a little bit more. I'm telling you, bro. Antonio Banderas, bro.
Antonio, what's that ringing? Do I have a tumor? Yeah, the grandma's boy joke for the backup noise and Nick Swartzen. All right, couple more, and then we are out of here. We'll be back. We got some stuff later on today, so make sure you just tap in. And Matt said the Colts defense or the Titans defense this week. Colts scare me versus the Jets. I'm gonna go the Titans. Yeah.
Yep.
And Chase, Jimmy G or Brissett Tua? Jimmy G. And then, yes, Greg the Leg is on COVID. Damn it. Doesn't bother me. and
Yeah,
hopefully it just
we
helps.
went through these ones. I think we went through these ones.
Yep. All right, Bogart. Why don't you tell everybody where to find you at, and then let them know about the joint that we got going down tonight.
Yeah, you can find me at the GMM Network, and you can find us at the Blitzed with Blake channel on YouTube. That's Blitzed with Blake. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a mid-season award show. Last year, just me and Blake did it. So now this year we got a whole cast of misfits. I'm going to be making an appearance. Hustler's going to be making an appearance. I'm only going to be on there for a quick minute because it's also my daughter's my oldest daughter's birthday. Shout out to my daughter. Happy birthday.
Happy
Know
birthday.
what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's going down. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a hot pot. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever fuck with that? Hot pot. It's like some Japanese like soup, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yep.
You warm
Nice.
up the miso soup and you just cook everything like, you know what I mean? Put
Yep.
the meat and fire out. You know what I mean? Little sesame seed, little dippies on the side, on the side. You feel like it's about to go down. But yeah, and tomorrow night, the Real Fantasy Playmakers What If series, you know what I'm saying? Week 10 edition.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're out of here. You know where to find me. I'll be back here in a handful of hours, and then I'll be on that doing the mid-season awards on the Blitz with Blake channel. I threw the link in the chat right now for everybody, so you can just go click on that and be right there. Set the reminder. That's tonight at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. All right. We'll see you guys there. We out. Peace.
Peace.